All right, here I am cutting down one of the OEM velocity stacks, one of the rubber ones. Cut it down for preparation to install the Box Performance velocity stacks by Box Crash Manufacturing. Go ahead and cut this down. I'm gonna cut it along that ridge there, like right there. Cut it flush as I can, because you want to get it to as low as you can so the velocity stacks sit down in there all the way, and don't stick up too far, because there's not a whole lot of room between the inside of the airbox lid and the top of the velocity stacks, hence why Kawasaki bent these, and the other one as well. So I'm just going to take this coping saw and start to run a notch right here so I can get my cut started. Right there. Try and stay straight all the way around as best as I can. You can even walk it around too, cutting, notching. But usually once you get it started, you can just start to cut. You could also use a box cutter, maybe even well, I probably wouldn't try a sawzall, maybe a skill saw or a jigsaw, but see, once you get all the way through, you really start to make progress. And yes, it is messy. You will have rubber dust and fragments everywhere. All right, so there's a real dirty cut. As you can tell, it's a little rough. Couple low spots. I could have probably cut it a little better, but that gives you an idea. What I'm gonna do is take it over to my bench grinder and wire wheel it up pretty good. So, all right, so there we are. That's after I spent maybe 2 minutes on the bench grinder with the wire wheel. I just have a wire wheel on the bench grinder, carefully sanding it down and smoothing it down. You can see how flush it is. That's where you want it. Not much of a lip left anymore. And just a few minutes on that wire wheel, being careful with it. You want to get it down flush like that, so when you put the velocity stacks in, they fit down in there all the way nicely and tightly. Don't go any lower than this. That would be my maximum recommendation, is go that low, as flush as the top of that, but you don't want to wear it out so there's no more of those little ridges there. That's probably too low. If you go further than this is a good safe low. You could go a little lower, but then you got to be careful that the velocity stack doesn't interfere with the top of the throttle body. So I would recommend not going lower than this, but that's what it looks like after I was done cutting. Only took a few minutes, not bad at all. Just be careful and controlled and smooth it down flat. There you go, ready to install velocity stacks in these. Of course, you want to put these inside the airbox first after you've opened it up, and then put the velocity stacks in, because it won't fit if you put the stacks in and try to put it in the airbox. So you want to do that first. There she is.